सकते हो, कितना डर रहे हो? तो हमारे अंदर डिस्कवरी की एबिलिटी नहीं, हर चीज इंद्रियों से, एवरीथिंग वी वांट विद द सेंसेस, इनसिक्योरिटी, so many problems. Anyway, so basically the game is to humanize divinity. So I have given you some hints so that when we now take up the subject of meditation, you know that we cannot talk about meditation wearing the cap of money, power, position, pelf. Pelf and power is not the territory of meditation, let me tell you. It doesn't mean pelf and power are not important. I am trying to tell you there is something more than pelf, there is something more than power. It is to that territory I am taking you, from where everything will reign. From there, everything will come. There is no problem of wealth and power. So when you do meditation, it doesn't mean I am trying to make you sannyasis. No way, no way. He is a homeopath, he will become a much better homeopath. What will happen to him? Once he becomes deeply meditative, the moment somebody opens his door, his outside door, not his cabin door, he will know who has come, what is the problem. The moment that fellow comes, he has already written the prescription and he will to go. He will be all right. That is the power of meditation. That is the connectivity. That is what happens when this becomes this. So we'll take a short break. I need to talk to doctor. Now can somebody tell me what is their concept of? I don't want to discuss too much of stress because then I would be leading you into the territory of stress. But we need to know about stress. What is your concept of stress? Can anybody tell me briefly? Anyone? कोई भी बताइए. Stress का हम बोलिए.
You plan to do something or you expect some certain things to happen in a certain way.
Okay, I get you. In other words, you are saying expectations, correct?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. इनका जो thinking है कि stress is born because of variation in expectation. Okay. Any other? हाँ आप बताइए. You had lot of stress. You told me. Yes, yes. You. What is your understanding of stress?
Come out of the problems.
Beg pardon?
Come out of the problems.
Okay. He says solving problems. Solving problems. In other words, stress for him is problem. Correct? Okay. आप बताइए.
एक साथ जब सिचुएशन बहुत सारी आ जाती है और हम कॉप अप नहीं कर सकते.
Okay. What you are saying is a collection of different situations. Correct? Collection of different situations. Okay. Anybody else? Rekha, you want to try?
Then I'm not able to do a certain thing.
Wonderful. You have given me the answer. She says when she is not able to do certain thing. Okay. Now, there has been no deal with me and Meghna that she should give me the correct answer. Okay? Let me tell you, she may be from IMC, but she gave me the correct thing. This is what is stress. Simple बात है. देखिए स्ट्रेस एक जात का तो होता नहीं है. कितने वैरायटीज है स्ट्रेस के? बताइए. Anybody knows? Billion, trillion, zillion, you can say. Why? Because individuals are different, circumstances are different. Permutation, combination of various circumstances will lead to various kinds of stress, and even the same stress experienced by two people will be expressed differently, and so it would be appearing different. So it's unbelievable. So what Meghna said is correct. Not able to do certain things. So inability to do a particular act will lead to stress. Correct? So in other words, what are we talking about? We are talking about ability versus inability. So when you are able, there is no stress. When you are unable, there is stress. Beautiful. See, when people are open, what happens is solutions are found quickly. So even the solution to stress was found very fast. We didn't go much. I'm glad. So what happens? We have to now discover the technology of what? Of what? Ability. Correct? Manutosh. We have to discover the technology or the technique of ability. Now, what kind of ability we have to discover? Please explain to me. What kind of ability?
To manage one's resources.
But what kind of ability?
Some inner ability to do.
No, inner is all right, but उस ability कैसी होनी चाहिए? Because आप लोगों ने बताया कि there are many varieties of stress. So ability has to be all compressive, all pervasive, and so very versatile and dexterous that it can handle any situation of any magnitude at any time. तभी तो एबिलिटी साबित होगी ना, अदरवाइज इनएबिलिटी में चले जाएगा. अगर आपको एबिलिटी मिली कि समझो किसी ने मेरे से कुछ बोला, मेरे अंदर एबिलिटी आई, मैंने उसको चुप कर दिया. उसके बाद दूसरा एक पहलवान आता है, उसको भी चुप किया. तीसरा आया, उसको मैं चुप नहीं कर पाया. एबिलिटी 2 में साबित हुई, तीसरे में खुश हो गए. क्यों? क्योंकि क्वांटम नहीं है. तो सिर्फ क्वालिटी नहीं, क्वांटिटी भी चाहिए. सो वी नीड एबिलिटी ऑफ व्हाट काइंड? क्वालिटेटिव एंड क्वांटिटेटिव आल्सो. और कोई एडजेक्टिव सोचो, आई डोंट थिंक. बताइए, एबिलिटी में क्या होनी चाहिए? क्वालिटी भी होनी चाहिए, क्वांटिटी भी होनी चाहिए टू सरमाउंट दैट इनएबिलिटी. एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, ऐसा नहीं कि वो एबिलिटी रात में नहीं है, खाली दिन में ही है तो काम नहीं चलेगा. फिर वो एबिलिटी should also be there when you are sleeping. You are sleeping. नहीं तो क्या कि चोर आके सब चोरी करके चला गया, आपके अंदर एबिलिटी नहीं है टू बी अलर्ट, तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. दैट विल लीड टू स्ट्रेस. एक हफ्ता तक सबको बोलोगे मेरे घर में चोरी हो गई यार, यही टॉपिक चलता रहेगा. आपको भी स्ट्रेस, सबको स्ट्रेस हो गया, सब लोग अपने घर के ताले चेक कर रहे हैं. उसके बाद बोले नवताल 7 लीवर ओरिजिनल है कि गोदरेज का आजकल डुप्लीकेट आता है. वो ऐसी समस्या शुरू हो जाएगी. हर एक आदमी दरवाजा बंद करने के बाद 2 बार खींचेगा. आपके घर में चोरी हुई, आपको स्ट्रेस हुई, दुनिया को स्ट्रेस लगा दिया आपने. तो दैट मीन्स दैट एबिलिटी शुड बी ऑपरेटिव ऑन अ 24 आवर्स विदाउट Sundays, holidays and bank holidays, 365 days. बताइए इसका इन्वेंशन किधर हुआ है? So if you do not get the software, अगर आपके पास ये सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं मिला, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता. मेरे पास ये सॉफ्टवेयर होते हुए भी मैं माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के बिल गेट्स का जितना पैसे वाला नहीं हूँ. बताइए, आई हैव गॉट द बिगेस्ट सॉफ्टवेयर व्हिच विल डिलीवर यू फ्रॉम स्ट्रेस 24 आवर्स इनटू 365. इसका भी हमको कुछ करना पड़ेगा, पेटेंटिंग वगैरह. उसका आई हैव टू कन्वर्ट दिस इनटू अ हार्डवेयर. तो एनीवे, वी नीड टू डिस्कवर अ सॉफ्टवेयर व्हिच इज 24 आवर्स ऑपरेटिव. सिस्टम हैंग नहीं होना चाहिए, उसमें वायरस नहीं आनी चाहिए. नहीं तो बोलेंगे यार वो काम तो करता था मगर अभी उसमें कोई वायरस लग गया, मैंने एंटीवायरस लगाया था मगर वो somehow the other this antivirus could not cope up with this virus. All these excuses will come. So we need a brilliant software, a software which should de-stress us all the time, keep us stress free without giving any excuses, ifs or buts. तो ऐसा है. So those we ask people, भाई आप स्ट्रेस के लिए क्या करता है? Somebody said नहीं, I think music is the best. Okay, ठीक है, करेक्ट बात है. उसने पहली बार म्यूजिक लगाया, उसको हेडेक हुआ था, हेडेक चला गया. दूसरी बार उसको हेडेक ही हुआ मगर म्यूजिक से उसको फायदा नहीं. बोला नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, वो राग मालकौन सुना था लास्ट टाइम, इस टाइम मैंने राग तोड़ी सुना इसलिए नहीं हुआ, तो मालकाउंस का कैसेट लेके आया। तीसरी बार हेडेक हुआ, मालकाउंस भी काम नहीं कर गया, तो बोले यार अभी कुछ गड़बड़ लगता है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट सुनेंगे, चलो फिर ये सुनेंगे। अल्टीमेटली बोला नहीं यार, कभी कभी काम करता है, कभी कभी काम नहीं करता है, मतलब उसकी लिमिटेशन आ गई, उसकी लिमिटेशन आ गई। सो वी कैन नॉट, व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू इज, हम किसी भी नॉलेज को डिमोलिश नहीं करेंगे, वी शुड नॉट डिमोलिश, ये गलती हो जाएगी। नेवर से नो नो नो, ये तो बकवास है, ऐसा कभी मत बोलो। वी हैव टू डिस्कवर, अंडरस्टैंड, हर चीज की एक उपयोगिता होती है, लिमिटेशन होती है हर चीज में। तो म्यूजिक का लिमिटेशन है, हमने समझ लिया। यू एग्री कि भाई इसकी लिमिटेशन तो है। दूसरी बात, हर एक आदमी म्यूजिक अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर सकता है, तो अप्रिशिएट नहीं करोगे, बचाओगे नहीं, तो रिलीफ भी नहीं मिलेगा। किसी क्या होता है कि अभी देखिए कोई बहुत सेंसिटिव है, वो कहीं से थोड़ा सा भी म्यूजिक सुनेगा, वो he will be able to freshen himself up. Some people are very इकोनॉमिस्ट होते हैं, बैंकर्स होते हैं, तो उनको तो ठन ठन गोपाल में ही ज्यादा विश्वास होता है, तो उनके ऊपर शायद काम न करे, ये पॉसिबिलिटी है। तो लिमिटेशन है इसकी। फिर कोई क्या कहता है, सम पीपल सजेस्ट कि यू मस्ट गो फॉर जॉब, अरे हम जॉब करते हैं तो हमको स्ट्रेस निकल जाता है। इसमें भी क्या होता है कि समटाइम्स इट वर्क्स, समटाइम्स इट डजंट वर्क। देन देयर आर सम पीपल हु से दैट यू डू प्राणायाम, इट इज वेरी गुड, they will teach you various methods of pranayama. Now these exercises are good, but they are very very risky without being done in the presence of a proper teacher. फिर आप अनाप शनाप करोगे तो आपको लंग्स के ब्रीदिंग का प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा और आप लंग स्पेशलिस्ट के पास लैंड अप करोगे अल्टीमेटली। या क्या होगा कि सर्टेन स्टेज में आपको हेल्प करेगा, सर्टेन थिंग इट विल नॉट हेल्प। अगेन लिमिटेशंस है उसकी भी। To breathing alone cannot rectify everything, okay, unless it is performed under a very very senior person. And let me tell you, at the risk of contradicting many people, it has limitations. अभी उसके ऊपर चर्चा करनी है तो हमको चर्चा उसके साथ करनी पड़ेगी जो इसमें बहुत सिद्ध है। हम उसको साबित करके दिखाएंगे कि उसमें 90% रिजल्ट मिल सकता है, 100% मिल ही नहीं सकता, उसके बहुत सारे कारण हैं। So all those exercises, breathing, this, that, all have limitations. Why? Because, as you very correctly said, the manifesting, the causative factors of stress are different. जो stress के causes है ना, stress के जो causative factors हैं, they are different. अच्छा, ये अगर एक्सटर्नल कॉजेस होंगे जो आप समझ सकते हो, आप बोल सकते हो, तो भी मैं समझ सकता हूं। बट व्हाट अबाउट पॉजिटिव फैक्टर्स व्हिच आर साइकोसोमैटिक, जो कि आपके समझ के बाहर की दुनिया से अगर उसका रिश्ता है, तो हाउ विल यू आइडेंटिफाई इट? अभी कोई बोलता है कि मुझे हेडेक इसलिए हुआ कि मेरे बॉस ने मेरे को डांटा, कोई बोलता है मुझे हेडेक इसलिए हुआ मेरे बच्चे ने मेरी बात सुनी नहीं, कोई इसलिए बोलता है कि मेरे वाइफ ने मेरे साथ झगड़ा किया है, हस्बैंड ने किया, वगैरह वगैरह। बट कोई आदमी ऐसा भी बोलता है कि यार मुझे सर दुखता है, आई डू नॉट नो द रीजन। तब क्या करोगे? तब क्या करोगे? तो ये ग्रे एरियाज है। देयर आर मेनी ग्रे एरियाज वेयर यू और नॉट ओनली यू, आप एक साइकेट्रिस्ट के पास गए, डॉक्टर के पास गए, सुपर स्पेशलिस्ट के पास गए, सोनोग्राफी, एमआरए, टीआरए, एक्सरे, वाईरे सब हो गया, सबने बोला वेरी गुड वेरी गुड वेरी गुड, गुड बॉय गुड गर्ल, गिव मी मनी, एंजॉय योरसेल्फ, नथिंग हैपेंस, फिर भी हेडेक। क्या करोगे? फिर क्या करोगे? सो डॉक्टर भी क्या है, मशीन भी क्या है, भगवान से ऊपर है क्या? जब डॉक्टर का भी पेट दुखता है आइयो अम्मा ही बोलता है ना, थोड़ी बोलता है उस टाइम वो जो टैबलेट आपको प्रिस्क्राइब किया है उसका नाम बोलता है कि अम्मा का नाम लेता है या भगवान का नाम लेता है? वो भी इंसान है, ही इज एज फ्रेजाइल एज यू। सो देयर आर मेनी ग्रे एरियाज, इसको एक्सेप्ट करो, जितना जल्दी एक्सेप्ट करोगे फायदे में रहोगे। तो वो सब जो बातें हैं उसको पकड़ के अगर हमको ये प्रॉब्लम्स को फाइट करने की कैपेसिटी, वी गेट द कैपेसिटी टू फाइट ऑल दिस प्रॉब्लम्स इंस्टेंटेनियसली, देन वी आर लकी। दूसरा लक बेटर कब होगा कि ये प्रॉब्लम अराइज हुआ और आपको मालूम पड़ा और आपने उसको उड़ा दिया। इन अदर वर्ड्स, एक तो क्रिकेट के बॉल आया, सर के ऊपर लगा, फिर मालूम पड़ा, उसका क्या फायदा? सामने से आ रहा और हम बच गए, फायदा। तीसरा, वो बॉलर आया तभी मालूम पड़ा ये हरामी है, ये बहुत गंदा बॉलिंग करता है, मैं पहले से ही तैयार हूं, आने दे, देखता हूं। तो अपनी तैयारी वैसी होनी चाहिए कि परिस्थिति के निर्माण होने से पहले ही आपको इशारा मिल गया। You understood before the first thing was born, the opposite circumstances. ऐसी क्रिएटिव इंटेलिजेंस का आपके अंदर एनग्रेविंग, एम्बेडिंग होना चाहिए। Then only there is fun. So we need a software which is highly creative. So I have explained to you what kind of creative software we need. We need a creative software which senses anything opposing which is about to come anywhere near you. In fact, the moment it is born somewhere and it is meant to be directed towards you, उसी क्षण आपको अगर मालूम पड़ गया तो आप विजयी हो गए। You are a winner. These things are very important. Then only you will be stress free. Otherwise, एक्सरसाइज करो, जिम में जाओ, वॉकर के ऊपर चलो, थ्रेडमिल करो, डाइट्स अच्छे करो, ट्राई टू स्पीक लेस, ट्राई टू वर्क हार्ड, सब कुछ करने के बाद भी कभी न कभी स्ट्रेस आपके ऊपर बरसेगा। सो until and unless we get this creative software which works 24 into 360 days, and it is dexterous, competent, qualitatively comprehend everything, then you are through. इतना खाली आप याद रखिए। Now I will tell you about meditation, and we will see and understand that meditation, what happens in meditation is nothing but a creative thing which happens. And once you become meditative, automatically there is an implantation of this software inside you, which then starts operating. But just like when you buy a software, it takes time to understand the various features of the software. Now I have got this Nokia 6600. What is the good of it? It is of no use for me because I am using it only like a mobile. I give it to my son, he operates all the features. तो सॉफ्टवेयर आने से भी फायदा नहीं है, उसको ऑपरेट करना सीखना चाहिए, उसको अपने लिए यूजफुल करना चाहिए। So all those things have to unfold in you, then only you will get the full creative benefit of that software. Then, yes, you will be stress free. In other words, I have told you and confirmed with you that yes, it is possible to remain stress free irrespective of your background, irrespective of your genetic chart, irrespective of your present health. This is possible. Otherwise, I cannot talk about meditation. Mr. Rao has had, you said you have had a heart problem. If I tell him, Mr. Rao, आपका यहाँ आने से कोई फायदा नहीं है क्योंकि आप इतने उम्र वाले हो गए हो और आपका हार्ट प्रॉब्लम हो गया है, तो then what is the use of meditation? I am telling Mr. Rao, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, आप ध्यान करिए, 1 साल के बाद हम आपको मिलेंगे, आपको मरीन ड्राइव पे दौड़ाएंगे, ये मेरी प्रॉमिस है। उम्र से क्या मतलब? उम्र से कोई मतलब, उसके बारे में भी हम चर्चा करेंगे। तो क्यों? क्योंकि अगर इनके अंदर ये क्रिएटिव इंटेलिजेंस जाएगी तो ये भागेंगे और उस तरीके से भागेंगे, कितना भागना, कब भागना, कैसे भागना, ये सब इनको ऑटोमेटिक समझ में आएगा, फिर मुझसे मिलने की जरूरत नहीं है, इनकी बुद्धि काम करेगी। So we need to implant this software whereby we get a tailor-made program suitable to us. So you are going to be initiated into a kind of meditation which is tailor-made for each one of you to suit your lifestyle. ये मेडिटेशन ऐसा है कि आपके जीवन में कोई परिवर्तन करने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि if I tell you, if I ask you, you say that अभी for a homeopath, the first thing they will say, don't drink coffee, correct? Now if I tell you, I used to smoke until 5 years back, let me tell you honestly, 5 साल पहले तक मैं सिगरेट पीता था, अभी छोड़ दिया, थोड़ा सियाना हो गया। तो अगर उस टाइम में अगर मुझसे किसी ने कहा होता कि कुमार साहब आपको ध्यान नहीं सिखाएंगे, आप सिगरेट विगरेट छोड़ दो, तो आई वुड हैव टोल्ड हिम गेट लॉस्ट, भागो इधर से, क्योंकि उस टाइम सिगरेट मेरे लिए सब कुछ था, क्योंकि मेरा उम्र ऐसा था, मेरी बुद्धि वैसी थी। मगर हमारे ऊपर वाले ने इनायत की, God was kind. He didn't tell me, Mr. Kumar, you leave your cigarette, because he had the capacity to remove my cigarette. So he didn't say anything. पियो बेटा पियो, जब तक तुमको पीना है। हमने खुद अपनी इच्छा से छोड़ा, इसलिए छूट गया। तो कहने का मकसद ये है कि when the software goes inside you, how it operates, उसका एक मैंने आपको हिंट दिया अभी कि मेरी सिगरेट के लिए किसी ने मुझे लेक्चर नहीं दिया, मुझे खुद मालूम नहीं था मैं नेक्स्ट सिगरेट नहीं पीने वाला हूं। कैन यू बिलीव दिस? 2nd of June 2000, I was traveling from Bombay. I had smoked my last cigarette, and I didn't know when I come to Bombay I won't be smoking. So that is the beauty of this creative software. So when you get linked with the highest power, with the purest power, when you get linked actually with the Shakti Sroth, then it has all the abilities. But when you get linked with inferior knowledges and inferior vidyas, which are manipulative in nature, then you will have problems. थोड़े दिन के लिए काम करेगा, डुप्लीकेट माल लेके आओगे कंप्यूटर, क्या होगा थोड़े दिन के बाद? टिंग डाउन, ओवर स्टोरी। तो ओरिजिनल खरीदो हर चीज को, मेरा यही आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है, बाय एवरीथिंग ओरिजिनल, नकली नहीं। तो ओरिजिनल क्या होता है? यू एंड योर लॉर्ड, दैट इज द रिश्ता। और क्या रिश्ता है? और कोई रिश्ता नहीं है दुनिया में किसी का भी, इस बाकी सब ब्रह्म है। इफ यू थिंक यू हैव गॉट रिलेशनशिप विद द होल वर्ल्ड, फॉरगेट इट। You have no relationship except one, and that is with your maker, जिसने आपको रचा है, सृष्टिकर्ता, the creator, the Lord, the Bhagavan, whatever you want to call that. So that is the only true relationship, and if you know to forge a link with that creative source, then this software will be born. Otherwise you will flounder. You see, when I started my invocation, I said you can pray to your own God, Goddess, Bhagwan, Guru. Why did I say this? I said that because it is my desire that this creative software should come to you. Now, when we say कुल देवता, कुल देवी और इष्ट देवता, what are we talking about? हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं? आपको अगर समझना है साइंटिफिक भाषा में, तो ये सब जो है, these are nothing but they are frequencies. So when you say kula devata, which means a particular frequency. Now what happens when a particular family has been worshipping a particular frequency? It is there in the genes. आपके रग रग में वो समाई गई है. Genetically it is seeped in it. So it is possible with the least effort to activate that frequency. That is why our elders said, बाबा कुल देवी के पास जाओ, कुल देवता के पास जाओ. कोई मूर्ख नहीं थे. नहीं तो क्या होगा, बहुत टाइम लगेगा. अननोन फ्रीक्वेंसी के साथ आप रिश्ता जोड़ोगे तो बहुत टाइम लगेगा. नोन, अभी देखिए आपको सर में दर्द है, हाँ, आप क्या बोलते हैं? चलो यार मैं अपने डॉक्टर के पास जाता हूँ. आप अपने फैमिली डॉक्टर के पास जाओगे तो तुमको देखने के साथ बोल देगा क्यों सर दुखता है क्या, ठीक है आजा, लिख दिया ठीक हो गया। तो दूसरे डॉक्टर के पास जाओ तो बोलो माय नेम इज कुमार कृष्णमूर्ति, माय एज इज सो एंड सो, आई बिलोंग टू दिस, आपका प्रोफेशन क्या, पूरा इतिहास पूछेगा। बाय द टाइम अनदर हेडेक विल कम, फिर आपको टेंशन भी होता है कि वो क्या फीस मांगेगा क्या मांगेगा। सो नॉन फ्रीक्वेंसी इज कुल देवता कुल देवी। प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, भारतवर्ष में बहुत बुद्धि थी। हमारे पूर्वज लोग पैंट शर्ट नहीं पहनते थे, सफारी सूट नहीं पहनते थे, बट कभी ये नहीं सोचना ये बेवकूफ थे। उनको जितना साइंस मालूम था आज के पूरे साइंटिस्ट को मिलके नहीं मालूम है, खाली नाम अलग थे और समझाने वाले हिंदुस्तान में कम है, यही बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है। सो द कुल देवता कॉन्सेप्ट is a very intelligent concept because when a man or a human wants to usher in certain things, he relates to frequencies which are known. Thereby, he is able to derive that benefit. I'll explain this a little more later. But similarly, Ishta Devata is the next known frequency. But if you go and tell somebody whose family has been worshipping Shiva, you worship Vishnu now, they will have difficulties. Because it is not a known frequency. It will have turbulence. It will be like changing tracks from Western Railway to Central Railway. कहाँ से करना, जंक्शन मालूम पड़ना चाहिए, कहाँ से नेविगेट करना, बड़ा न्यूसेंस हो जाएगा। फिर पेलोड वेस्टर्न रेलवे और सेंट्रल रेलवे के सेम है या मालूम नहीं है, अपने वैगन में कितना टन माल पड़ा है ये भी मालूम नहीं, हजार बातें हैं। So the frequency. So this brings me to the first point from where I like to commence these things. In your case, I started it differently today because I find in you something very different. Normally, I would be starting workshops in a different manner. From where anything in this world starts, the birth. कोई भी बात बोलिए आप, tell me whatever is on your minds. I am asking you for that. उसकी शुरुआत, from where does that begin? Anyone?
It's an idea.
Good. You said it in a general manner. Okay, anybody else?
Life, sir.
Wait, what?
Life.
You said life. Anybody else?
Mind.
Who said that? Mind. Okay, mind. I want you to be a little more specific. Anybody else?
Past experience.
Experience. I am saying the beginning. Beginning. Very beginning. And I am wanting you to be a little more specific. There are one or two words here which are all right. But they are general.
Impulse.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Little more specific.
An incident.
Little more specific. This is more or less. I want you to
Intuition.
tell. Wait, what?
Is it intuition?
Okay. First beginning. In other words, the germ, seed. What is it?
Thought.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Good thought. This is the germ. This is the seed. Now let's see. Is there agreement on this? Okay, this is indeed the seed of all activity. If this is accepted, then we will understand other things which emerge from this better. देखते हैं, चलिए, thought. Okay. So we have caught hold of the real stuff, which will then move ahead. What is this? What is this? This word thought. What is it? क्या है? What is it?
Sensation.
Who said that? Sensation. अच्छी बात. He said thought is a sensation. He's saying it is sensation in a limited way. In an unlimited way, what is this? You're right. Thought is sensation, is one of the aspects of thought. But again, just like I said, no, give me the very beginning. Similarly, give me the very beginning of this. What is it? In that state, what it is? This becomes this when it is received somewhere.
Signal?
Not bad. Feeling. Feeling and sensation are the same. It is the same category. दोनों एक ही बात है. Signal थोड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है. इसका क्या मतलब होता है सिग्नल का? Explain. मैंने एक वर्ड लिखा था थोड़े टाइम पहले. ये बात बरोबर है. Sensation, feeling. Signal बरोबर है. But what is it? What is the meaning of a signal?
Something like waves.
Okay, wonderful. You have said something like waves.
Sense
But waves is little on the higher side. उसके कम मात्रा में beginning में क्या होता है waves?
संस्कार.
Frequency?
Okay. Frequency. But frequency का जो first unit क्या होता है?
Impulse.
Impulse is like sensation. Frequency को क्या बोलता है? It is defined. Frequency is definite. उसके indefinite
Vibration.
that's it. You have come to it. Vibration. See, we all know it. Frequency is known vibration. Frequency is known vibration. Frequency can be labeled. Vibration cannot be labeled. In the realm of vibration, there is magic, and so we want to know about vibration. So this you have written down, and I will now try to develop this business of vibrations. Let's see. Vibrations. Wonderful. Vibrations is singular. What is vibration now? Let us understand. What is the composition of vibration? Can anybody tell me? It is what in composition? Vibration क्या है?
Energy?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Energy. You have given me the starting point. Energy. So basically, there is up above somewhere a pool. Okay? Pool. Which we call in traditional language Shakti. When we say Shakti, all of you understand Shakti? What do we mean? We mean obviously energy, nothing else. But in that realm of energy, we have to now go. We have to travel. We have to travel to the realm of where energy manifests. Energy, हमको उस दुनिया में जाना है जहां शक्ति खुद ब खुद निर्माण होती है, where energy is effortlessly produced. That's a subject matter of a complete workshop. I won't take you into too many details of that. But realm of energy is very important for you to know, which is also known as Shakti in the traditional scriptures. So when we say Shakti, Shakti, we are only talking about energy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all activities of the world, which you said begins with thought, comes from the realm of Shakti. Energy. Now, we have to classify this in different ways for different purposes. If you remember, I said somewhere divinity. I said divinity. What is divinity now? What is divinity? What is divinity? Tell me, what is divinity now?
It's an energy.
That's right. Divinity is nothing but unlimited, unfettered energy source. Unlimited, unfettered energy source. The primordial realm where energy manifests itself, that realm is called divinity or God or whatever way you want to call it. So we have to understand this. So when I said that divinity has to be humanized, what am I saying? I am trying to tell you that we have to divinize energy, which is divine energy, has to be converted into human energy. So, what is the game of life? Which you said, life, you said. The game of life is conversion of divine energy into human energy. Now, you said energy, you also said frequency, correct? Frequency. You said vibrations. I am telling you frequency. They both mean the same now. Now, these frequencies have certain qualities. Certain. तो क्या होता है? Now I'll give you a visual. आपको एक मैं visual दे रहा हूँ. You can write down this visual. It will help you. Now, how do we understand this energy realm of energy? Think of a very big fish pond. Okay? एक बहुत बड़ा fish pond है, जिसकी कोई लिमिट नहीं है. No beginning, no end. और उसके अंदर tiny fishes of various shapes and sizes are there. अगर आप ऐसा सोचेंगे तो थोड़ा आपको हेल्प मिलेगा. You get some help to understand the birth of thoughts. The birth of thoughts coming from this energy pool. Am I clear? You are able to comprehend now what I am trying to take you to? So there is up above a very big realm of energy. It manifests creatively. It manifests creatively. जैसे अपने स्विमिंग पूल में लोग स्विमिंग करते हैं ना, फिर गंदा हो जाता है, वो क्लीन होता है, वैसे ऊपर प्रोविजन है इस वर्ल्ड में. कौन से वर्ल्ड में? ये realm of energy में प्रोविजन है कि जैसे ये स्प्रिंग देखा है आपने, हॉट स्प्रिंग्स, कोल्ड स्प्रिंग्स, हाउ दे कम फ्रॉम डाउन, दे गर्गल, पानी यूज हो जाता है फिर भी नीचे से आता है. वैसे यहाँ पे शक्ति स्रोत ऐसा है कि वहां पे एनर्जी खुद ब खुद क्रिएटिवली इमर्ज होती रहती है, और उसमें से मिलियंस एंड ट्रिलियंस ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग, प्लांट्स, एनिमल्स, इंसेक्ट्स, everybody is drawing that shakti for different purposes. So the frequencies are different. So some frequencies are life giving, they are meant for sustaining life. Some frequencies are meant in this life sustaining, all are life sustaining, in that some have specific frequencies. For example, this may be a frequency for breathing, to give you oxygen. उसके लिए एक फ्रीक्वेंसी होगी, एक फ्रीक्वेंसी वो होगी कि जो वातावरण में प्रदूषण आ जाता है तो क्लेंसर फ्रीक्वेंसी होगी. So there will be different frequencies meant for different activities. Some frequencies meant for insects, sustaining insects. Some frequency is meant to keep the earth moist. Some frequency is to create rain. Some frequency is meant to create lightning, thunder, what have you. This is a huge subject in itself. और इसकी बारीकियां को स्टडी करना है तो आप स्टडी करोगे. Once you start meditating, ये सब क्वेश्चंस आपको समझ में आने लगेंगे. और इनर लाइट कॉस्मिक मेडिटेशन में sufficient hints are there in the book to go into all these things. Okay, there is nothing that this book does not describe. Okay, so now you know that thoughts come from this creative energy pool, which is self-manifesting, which is highly creative. It has specific frequencies, specific vibrations for specific purposes. Now, what happens when your hair gets ast vyast, disheveled, what do you do? What do you do? Correct? You comb it. Simple. Similarly, when thoughts get jumbled, what do? You need a comb. You need a good comb to comb it. Then there will be order, there will be discipline, there will be no stress inside you, and you will progress better. So we are looking for a comb. We are looking for a comb which can comb our thoughts. Now I told you in this pool above there are all kinds of thoughts, all kinds of frequencies. But how do we get the right thoughts? Tell me. How do we get the right thoughts? Because until and unless we don't get the right thoughts, we cannot move forward. Correct? So that is why we are trying to put in a software which is intelligent. I also told you various possibilities of removing stress, but we understood that they were limited. And that is why now we come to the actual subject of today's workshop. That dhyan or meditation is the only technology or technique whereby you can comb the thought world. The thought world जो है ऊपर, the energy pool, the pool of all frequencies, all thoughts, उसको comb करने का जो कंगा है वो ध्यान है. Only when you become meditative, you will acquire the comb to comb the thought world and pick up the right thoughts. You will pick up the right thoughts by that technology. Now when you pick up the right thought, what happens? Immediately क्या होता है बताइए please. I want you to participate. When you get the right thought, Mr. Rao, what do? Immediately क्या करोगे आप? Suppose you get the right thought. What will you do?
Creativity.
No. What will you do?
Action.
Action के पहले भी तो एक स्टेज होता है.
You express it.
That's right. She said it. Express it. First thing, आप बोलेंगे या लिखेंगे? Express करेंगे उसको. So when you have the right thoughts, you will get the right words. You will get the right expressions. You will get the right words. So when you are combing the thought world through an intelligent software which is implanted in you, an intelligent comb, you will get right thoughts leading to right words, leading to right. You said this, अभी बताया आपने, actions, right actions. Okay. अभी अगर आपके actions right है तो क्या होगा? बताइए. अगर actions right है तो very correct. You will get the right results. Now when you get the right results, what will happen? आप कहाँ move करेंगे? Every time you get the right thought, right word, right action, right result, what will happen?
Right direction.
You will get the right direction leading to. You will reach your goals and targets. You will reach your various goals and targets. So in other words, by getting this software, you are able to do everything correctly all the time. And I have proved it to you how this works in a scientific manner. So हमको, we have to now address ourselves to this Shakti, to this energy bundle, this source from where everything comes. So what are we doing? We are doing a fundamental change. We are doing a fundamental change of approaching the right place, first of all. Unless you go to the right dukan, you cannot get the goods. So we are now going to address ourselves directly to the source from where everything is born, unfettered, and we will be able. So now, what is important to realize certain adjuncts. Okay, you will say right words or ये सब कबूल है. Okay, now suppose एक टॉपिक के ऊपर हम लोग सब डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, all of us. Okay. and you all got the software inside you, KUM. Will you all get, suppose we are discussing about, let's say what? Let's say we are discussing about the cricket match which is going to take place tomorrow, somewhere. Will you all get the same ideas? Tell me.
No.
Why? Are we are all addressing to the same source. You are convinced you will get different ideas. Okay. You are saying that you will get different ideas. That is dangerous. That is dangerous. Let's see.
In this present situation, what we do.
Now, you are confirming life thereby. You are right when you say that although you are all going to address to the same source for the same problem or idea, your ideas, thoughts, you will not get the same thoughts you are saying. Correct? You will not get the same words, action, results, targets will be different. That means there is going to be different perceptions. That is what you are trying to say. Tell me why. Why? I agree with you totally. But now you must talk in a scientific manner. In a manner that you become clear, like you become clear about this. Bataiye, why there is going to be difference?
Because our frequencies are different.
Your frequencies are different. Okay. But
We are programmed differently.
okay, you're programmed differently. Your frequencies are different. Okay. But where does this frequency operate inside you?
Positive and negative thinking.
Positive and negative thinking. She says positive and negative thinking. He said because of different frequencies. ये सब correct है. मगर what is it that is different in all of us?
Past experience.
Experience कह रहे हैं कोई. चलो ठीक है. Okay.
Our mindset.
She is telling mindset. Can you improve on this? Mindset is different. Correct है.
Upbringing.
अभी यहाँ वो भी those are also factors. Upbringing. चलो ठीक है मानता हूँ कि इसका भी एक असर होता है upbringing का. But that is all related to mindset business. But basically mindset, like mindset है. Okay. Now I must take you into another realm to clarify this. When you look at a car, there are different cars. So you are all like different cars. Huh? All are human beings, but they are all differently endowed. Now, just like in a car, what is the differentiating factor? सबसे बड़ी differentiating factor क्या है कार में बताइए?
Price.
हाँ, वो तो प्राइस चलो वो तो दुनिया वाली बात हो गई.
Shape.
हाँ जी?
Shape.
Shape is also one, but what is the actual differentiating factor? Cost बढ़ता है, कम होता है, किसकी वजह से?
Engine.
That's right. Engine की वजह से ना. So the engine determines the quality of the car, correct? Not the color, not the shape, not the patra, not the tin work. So the engine is the crucial thing which determines the quality of the car. If this is true of a car, then tell me what is a similar differentiating factor in all of you? बताइए.
Soul.
That's right. You said it. So you have now come to a very important subject. This determines all differences between human beings and it is equal to the engine of a car for comparison purposes. If you want to understand, easiest way to understand a soul is the engine of our life. Because why? Because when the soul leaves the body falls. Dudum. Correct? Nothing else happens. अभी ये बताइए, ये जो soul है, what is it? क्या?
Energy.
That's it, energy. Wonderful, wonderful. Energy. So it is in its composition, it is nothing but energy. What kind of energy is this?
Maybe a part of the same energy which is in the pool.
Wonderful. So he is confirming that it is a creative energy. And he also confirms it is a part of that energy. How true? What is the soul known as in Sanskrit or in Hindi?
Atma.
And this world of energy is known as what? Paramatma. So, God or Paramatma and the soul, the Atma, are linked, are indeed linked. In other words, this is like a head office and you are like a branch office. Head office versus branch office. Huh? Atma versus Paramatma. Or you want a more scientific word, I'll give you. All that is up above is known as macrocosm. And you are a microcosm. Okay. So, the realm of the energy, creative energy pool is the macrocosm, and you, its finite creative phase, you are the microcosm. You are the Atma emanating from the Paramatma. Paramatma is the creative energy pool from where you have emerged in a finite manner, and then you have a body to operate that finite energy. So the soul, which is the engine of your life, has all the properties of that universal energy pool, which is nothing but all creativity all the time. So you now understand when I said all of you have everything inside you. Abhi, you buy 1 kilo of honey and you take 1 drop out of it. Is not that 1 drop having all the properties of that 1 kilo? That is what I am talking to you. तो आप सोचिए, आप अभी 5 minutes I want you to ponder over all this कि क्या हो गया है, देखो सोचिए आपके साथ. आपने अभी कबूल किया कि that 1 drop of honey is equal to any quantity of honey. You are the Atma. You now know you have emerged from that creative pool called Paramatma.
That means you are a part of the Paramatma.
Yes. Where is the doubt? Where is the doubt? So, that is the linkage between you and your maker. So now, all that we need to do is, now we know that in us, we have a software already. Now that you know that you are part of that, and you know that is highly creative, and you are that drop of honey, of that beautiful sweet honey up. So you already know now that you have all the features inside your software. Now the only problem is you should know how to operate it. Which switch to press when, which button to press when, which volume to turn up or down. So you need to just to know the process of navigating these things internally. And if you navigate within the possibilities of whatever is inside you, will happen. Now, I need to tell you a little more about the soul. You have been very quick to tell me that it is gaseous in nature because it is an energy bundle. Now, haven't we seen different people behaving differently? We have seen so much of diversity among human beings. Haven't we seen old people behaving childishly? And we have seen children showing so much responsibility. Have we seen that? Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Because the actual engine of life is not visible. When I ask you your age, what is your age? Yes?
37.
You are 37. But if you were to look at you from this angle, you could be 3,700 years old. And Mr. Rao says he is 59 or 60? 69. He is 69. He may not be 69. It's quite possible. Because we are now trying to measure the physical age. When I ask you your age, what are you trying to tell me? You are telling me the age of your patra, the outside thing. कार का जो बाहर का है, engine का age नहीं बोल रहे हैं आप. So that is why I said if Mr. Rao runs at Marine Drive, I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised. But his cardiac physician will be surprised. कि भाई ऐसा कैसा हो गया? Because we are looking at ourselves in a very very limited manner. अभी क्या होता है कि आप घर से निकले और you pass through Monginis, you want to buy the cake, मुंह में पानी आ गया. I have forgotten my purse. This is what you are thinking. So you pass in sadness. I wish I had taken that batua of mine. You go after half an hour, you put your hand in your pocket and you get 100 rupee note. I wish I had done this when I was near the Mongini shop. This is our halat. Although we have so much of endowment inside us, we are moving as if we don't have anything. So what happens? For everything and anything, the environment, somebody said no, upbringing, environment, this is our problem. See, each one of us are a product of our environment. And that is what the Inner Light Cosmic Meditation will tell you in the first 10 pages. So क्या होता है? Everybody thinks that when a child is born, you have to go and buy those things which are very essential, because when your child is born or before it is born, what do? You talk to a few friends. They say that we bought this baby nappies, they are very good quality. Then they'll say you buy this feeding bottle, this is very lovely. You buy this dress, it's very soft. ये सब आपको history मिल गया. You have jotted it down very meticulously. Then they tell you, you go to in-orbit, the rates are better there. Everything has been settled. You have your child and you go blindly there. And you spend a bomb. And thereafter, what happens? Your grandmother comes. She says, what nonsense. And she stitches up the same thing with old saris. And the child is more comfortable when it sleeps on that than on all this plastic business. So, we do not think independently. What happens to us is, whenever we have to think, it is very important. I have shown you this mechanics, but I cannot tell you to use it every time. See, when you have a problem, do you realize, each one of you, that you are not thinking? कोई सोचता नहीं है. Immediate what is coming to your mind is what others told you, or what TV told you, or what you have read. You don't manufacture your thought for that moment. This is your problem. And then you will say कि problem solve नहीं हुआ. ये जो अभी समस्या पैदा हुई है, ये fresh है. It is individualistic. It is time bound for you. So you have to use this to pull the right thought. But what you are doing bypass surgery of your brain and saying यार वो रमेश ने बोला ना, वही कर डालते हैं. चलो ऑर्डर कर दो, बोले खाना वो डोमिनोज से आ गया पिज्जा. Without knowing that your kitchen is full of grocery, you could also prepare that pizza. So we have got so used to borrowed thinking. Stale, खराब खाना नहीं खाओगे मगर खराब विचार खा रहे हो आप. झूठा नहीं पसंद करते हो मगर झूठे विचारों पे जी रहे हो आप. ये आपकी दुर्दशा है. This is your fate. You are not producing fresh thoughts. तो आपके एक्शंस और रिजल्ट्स में फ्रेशनेस कहां से आएगी? कहां से आएगी? मैंने इस किताब में लिखा है कि no mother who is a postgraduate will say, I don't want to send my child to a nursery, I will teach my child. Immediately आके रोती है, ट्विंकल स्टार नर्सरी में मेरे बच्चे का एडमिशन नहीं मिला. हो अनलकी आया. You are so lucky. Your Bobby got admission in ट्विंकल स्टार. बॉबी की माँ अनपढ़ है, आप PhD हो, आप रो रही हो. ये तो दुर्दशा है. तो हमारे अंदर करेज नहीं है। वो तो एक रविंद्रनाथ ठाकुर था जिसने शांति